This DIY Iron Man arm shoots actual missiles. Need a set of claws? We've got you covered. And these running shoes will give you superhuman speed. And watch to the end for a real-life working lightsaber. Let's look at some of the coolest superhero gadgets you can actually buy. Ironman Gauntlet. The Ironman Gauntlet is an arm-mounted glove that looks a lot like Iron Man's micro-missile launcher. The arm can open and close using a special button hidden inside the glove's hand portion, and opens up to reveal the secret rocket that lies inside the gauntlet. The tiny missile is actually a working rocket that can be fired by pressing a button on the glove's palm. There's also an 800 milliwatt laser placed right around the fist, and it helps in aiming the rocket. Freeze gun. This freeze gun is the perfect antidote for beating the heat. The gun uses propane gas to instantly freeze anything, or anyone, that dares to come in its path. Believe it or not, this thing is actually just a modified Nerf gun. The guy who made this thing just fit a propane can in place of the regular Nerf chamber. When the trigger is pulled, the can shoots out propane. This change in humidity causes the gaseous propane to liquefy, which gives that really cool freezing effect. According to its creator, the freeze gun was inspired by video games like Gears of War and the Mr. Freeze gun from the Batman comics. But don't you worry, it isn't strong enough to freeze humans. Yet. Transformer car. What's better than a BMW? It's pretty obvious, a BMW that transforms into a killer robot. Dubbed Latron, this thing will go from an average car to a 20 feet tall robot in just a few seconds. While the robot isn't capable of walking, it can, however, talk. It also has the ability to move its head, neck, arms, and fingers. This transformer is also Wi-Fi enabled. Right now, this car can't be driven on the road either and can only function via remote control. However, the developers are working on this problem and are aiming to make the car drivable once it goes fully electric. Wolverine's claws. With just one small gesture, you can have 12-inch stainless steel blades poking out of your fists. Now, don't worry, you won't actually need to have your fingers sliced open every time you feel like using these claws. You will, however, need to wear an air tank on your back to push these claws out of a small casing fitted on your palm. The blades deploy and retract automatically with the help of a button that's triggered when the wearer clenches their fists. Once the trigger is pulled, the valves connected to the air tank at the back pump pressurized air to push and pull the claws smoothly in and out of their metal casings. Superhuman shoes. Even though these massive boots might seem futuristic, the mechanism behind them is actually quite simple. The kangaroo shoes have a spring system that compresses every time you take a step. These magical boots absorb 80% of the shock when you're running, not only letting you run faster, but also making it easier on your joints. They can also tone your legs faster and burn more calories than running in sneakers. That's 3 advantages for the price of 1. Not bad for a pair of shoes, but just wait for the real-life lightsaber at the end of this video. Batmobile. This supercar you're looking at right now is a real-life version of Bruce Wayne's Tumbler from the Dark Knight movies. Believe it or not, but this beast is completely street legal, so technically anyone could drive around in this car, if they have a driving license, that is. The coolest thing about this car is that every single part was actually built from scratch. That includes things like brakes, roll cages, and accelerators. Now that's some dedication. Wall climbing suit. Utah State University has created a suit that can help you scale walls just like Spider-Man. The Personal Vacuum Assisted Climber, or PVAC for short, is a pretty cool gadget that uses suction cups to quickly climb any vertical surface. The wall climber is designed to assist military personnel in climbing tall structures without needing bulky equipment like grappling hooks. Each suit is powered by a lightweight battery placed inside the backpack that is designed to last for around 30 minutes. The handheld suction cups provide enough suction to lift at least 300 pounds vertically. These suction cups are connected to tubes coming from inside the backpack's battery-powered vacuum. Once the vacuum is turned on, it can produce enough suction to literally seal a person to the wall. Telekinesis Armband. Known as the Myo Armband, this gadget turns electrical impulses in your muscles into commands for your electronics with the help of a computer. The Myo Armband literally transforms your hand into a controller by utilizing 5 distinct poses: wave left, wave right, spread fingers, fist, and thumb to pinky, and combining it with motion sensing technology. Silver Surfer's Surfboard. Zapata's flyboard uses gas pressure to propel itself up in the air to reach altitudes as high as 3,000 meters. That's like 4 Burj Khalifas. The jets on the board are powered by 5 different turbines, and it's fueled by kerosene. It has a top speed of 90 miles per hour and a load capacity of 220 pounds. The flyboard is billed as the safest, easiest, lightest, and most maneuverable personal aviation device to have ever been made. Robo Arm. This contraption seems to be inspired by our very own Tony Stark's Iron Man, and it makes lifting heavy weights 10 times easier. The Robo Arm uses air pressure to significantly reduce the weight of an object. When the person wearing the arm flexes their elbow, the muscle sensor senses the movement and causes the air inside the chamber to compress. According to its creator, the Robo Arm will do 80% of the work for you. The arm is still in its prototype stage, but you can bet that once it's completed, it'll be flying off shelves. Real Lightsaber. This real-life lightsaber can produce a plasma blade that measures over 1 meter in length. The blade can reach temperatures around 5,073 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about half as much as the surface of the sun, 9,941 degrees Fahrenheit. The retractable blade is hot enough to cut through literally anything, including metal. All of this is possible through something called an electrolyzer that can generate a huge amount of hydrogen and oxygen, which is burnt to generate plasma. We guess the only question that remains is if this weapon was made for the Empire or for the Rebels. Bumblebee Helmet. Doesn't this Bumblebee helmet look exactly like the real thing? Well, not only does it look like the real deal, but the helmet can also do everything the one from the movie does. You can control it both with a special remote and with your voice. Impressively, the helmet even talks back. The gadget has a set of cool phrases from the movie that will help you feel exactly like a character from Transformers. Or, if you suddenly feel the urge to listen to your favorite songs, simply connect the helmet to your smartphone through Bluetooth and the built-in speakers will start playing music. Alright, comment down below which of the superhero gadgets you want to try for yourself. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.